What is going on, everybody? It is Luke here again, bringing you another video. So today we are going to be doing a product review, no, software review. That's what we're doing. So I haven't done one of these in a while because, you know, it's not every day that a new piece of software for online arbitrage is out. And, you know, so this is a great addition to the current market that I feel it's a great addition because it's not like anything that's already out there. Ultimately, Fast Track FBA, which is what the software is called, is a different way of sourcing products for you. You might be familiar with FBA Wizard, online arbitrage deals, tactical arbitrage, and there's probably others out there as well. And this is unique to itself. So, like the others, like FBA Wizard or tactical arbitrage, you scan deals and then you're able to pick it, and everyone can scan and find those items. Online arbitrage deals, they will deliver you leads throughout the day, and it will be different to everyone else. So the 10 leads I get today are going to be slightly different to someone else's 10 leads, and so on and so on. And Fast Track FBA deliver products to you in a different way, and that way is you get given tokens when you sign up. So like every month you'll get your allocated tokens depending on the package you take out, and then you're able to skim the product details without the product being revealed to you. So you get to look at the data behind the product without actually seeing what the product is, and then you're able to unlock the product with your tokens, which is it's personalized, because you might find that there are products that you don't want to sell, or you can't sell maybe, and you don't want to find products that you don't want to pay to get products that you can't really be selling. And this is just amazing. I'm gonna log into my portal as well and literally show you step by step how it all works. If you obviously want to go check them out, it's Fast Track FBA. It has, it's a really slick website. It gives you breakdown of everything that is going on. It explains how they're different, and all that information. But I'll jump straight through now onto the login and show you exactly what it's like. So when you log in, create your account, you'll log in like this. You'll have tokens, deals, account, and home. And what you can do is you can click your tokens and check how many tokens you have left for that month, for example. So here it says I have 95 tokens remaining. And there's the different packages that you can get. It's up to you, of course, what one you decide to have. And I will obviously go through it now and show you how it works, so that you are able to make the best decisions if you are looking to give this a go. You can top up your deals, which is really nice. So let's say that it's Christmas time and you are looking to up the ante a bit. You can obviously increase your deals, but what you can also do is just top up your deals. And another great thing is that if you do not use all your tokens within a month, in the month that you allocated, they roll over for up to 3 months. So let's say you want to save up some tokens for Christmas or for Q4. You can basically store them up for 3 months, have extra tokens, however many you desire, and able to make Christmas purchases for Q4, and able to unlock more deals in that month. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and I'll show you exactly why they are unique and why it's really personalized. So you go into deal and you can sign up and just look at this section for free. If you're just curious, you want to see what sort of product, just get a feel for the interface before you actually even make a purchase and use the software. And then you are presented a list, and it will, as you can see, present you the brand, the category, and some sales information here, when it was found, and this is the interesting part about it: number of deals sold. So where other sourcing softwares or other sourcing services, you don't really know how many people are getting those deals. If you find a product on FBA Wizard, how many other people are finding it? Is it a good item? Is it a bad item? Will the market crash when I go in? Well, this gives you a really good indicator to see how many people have bought the deal. And if there's no one that's bought the deal, then you're going to be the first one. Of course, this could appear in other sourcing services and other sourcing softwares, but it's just the way that it goes about presenting you the deals. And it's up to you if you want the deals. So, for example, I would always start by glancing the keeper chart and looking at the sort of price. So here you can see the price is obviously sorry, about £30. Then you can see it's half, and Amazon are on the listing, and you can see the rank. Yeah, that's that coincided with the information on here, and you can even drill through and find out even more. You can get a good good look. So let's just go through an example. Yeah, let's say we were it's relatively static in price. It's relatively decent in terms of it's selling at quite frequently and consistently. Tells you when it's 1 hour 50 minutes ago, perfect, because we don't want it to be too old, of course. Yeah, the ROI is low, but you could hold out for 30%. You could take the £2.40 profit. Lego's really fast selling and really good, so sometimes if it's going to sell a lot, it's better. It's fine to take a percentage like this, because if you're selling 1 million, for example, you're only making £1. It's sort of it's irrelevant if the ROI is 15% if you're making 1 million sales and you're making £1 profit on every single one. Even if it's sort of you have to use weighted indicators, I guess, to decide. So we can go through here into the Lego and look at the view deal. So yes, it's great to see some of the bits of data, but this gives you now even further information basically, which is going to produce a really good picture of the product without even knowing what the product is. And then you can go ahead and if you decide that, yep, all of those now tick your boxes, you can go ahead and buy the deal. So from here, you can see the buy price, fine, the sell price, the FBA fees. Now with the FBA fees, it's not including VAT. So if you're VAT registered, of course you've got to have to do calculations through either FBA Multi-Tool or BuyBot Pro to check your actual profits down to a T. Because obviously, if you're VAT registered, you're going to have to pay some VAT on the sale of that. And if you're not VAT registered, Amazon will add on 20% to your fees, which is Amazon will add on 20% for fees because they're VAT registered as a company and they have to charge VAT. So there's those two sides of the coin which will need to be accounted for as well. It gives you the rank, it gives you the profit, it gives you a nice 90-day average. So you could use that figure, or you could use this figure, or you could use a figure in the middle and think, 30% is probably achievable because you can see here it was selling higher and it's dropped down recently. So you may be able to get and that as well is a little bit deceiving actually. So just bear this in mind. The buy box is probably not that bottom value. The buy box is probably up here. Well, it is up here because this is usually the cheapest, like a merchant fulfilled seller, and the buy box is usually higher. But it's still an indicator, and you can use these prices with all of the other pieces of data to build up your picture of if you want to actually purchase this product or not beforehand. So you can see here, it's been average. That's a good indicator as well. Is the ranking? This is probably a little bit sort of worse than it actually is. This is probably more realistic. There's no Amazon on the listing at present. See here, this is important, and it gives you all of the different markets. Now, you might come here and be like, the UK's okay, but you come and check with Germany, and now you're thinking, do you know what? Germany and France are really actually decent. So it might be that I'm going to have a look at, even Italy selling some. So not only are you able to, get some nice sales from here, you're able to actually probably make some nice sales in Europe as well. And that's almost a little bonus. And it's not, it's very difficult to see clear-cut pieces of information like this all on one screen. And you can use it as you want. You can see how many people on the listing, 16, so it's not crazy. FBM, don't really have to worry about that. 16 sellers, some Lego pieces have hundreds when the ranking's like 3, 4, 5, 6,000 in toys, and you can have 100 sellers. So 16, doesn't mean you're going to go ahead and buy like 50 of these, but you could go ahead and buy, 4 to 6 to 8 maybe, depending on, how you want to, what you would do is obviously go and check each of these markets. But from this data, you'd be like, right, I'm making this. Do you want it? And of course, not every single purchase is going to be the best purchase in the world, because you have to actually unlock it and then do your sort of checks as well. But considering you are choosing your products to source over being given products that you have no control over, is really, really nice. So, for example, if you don't want to sell Lego because you can't sell Lego, then you do not need to buy this lead. Yeah. And again, if maybe you're brand restricted, maybe you're brand gated, or maybe you don't like to sell certain products. Let's say you're a little bit skeptical of selling, something like a Pandora, for example. Now, you're worried that there might be some sort of intellectual property or trademark infringement if you're selling that sort of brand, or maybe, let's have a look. There's probably like Philips, for example. I saw Philips on here. You might also think that you don't want to sell, Ted Baker, for example, or Philips, or whatever one you want. Yeah, and you are able to work around it. That's the greatest thing. So you won't be, one day, let's say you're not ungated in XYZ, and you do some sourcing on software or from services, and you're given all these products, but you can't do anything with them. You can buy one lead a day because you're restricted for some reason to it. So this will give, because you're in control, nearly every single lead should be the best lead for you to fit your business. Yeah, because you might, for example, you might only be a grocery seller. You might only like to sell toys. You might only sell electricals. You might not like to sell electricals because you don't want people to return it, and the warranty issues that you get when people return like a year later, because that is, I think it's 3 years within Europe, and Amazon will refund them. And to me, this is just really nice, and definitely for Christmas. Now, this, for me, Q4, this would be a perfect piece of software to like complement your business, because I find at Christmas time you always want to have a good flow of products. You don't want to be short of products, because you're making your sales so much higher and so much faster that you need to keep backing up all of that money that's coming in with good leads to buy. So this would be perfect for them. And the great thing about it is that you could, if you don't use your coupons straight away, you can save them up for Christmas as well, and then use them. Yeah, so it's really, really nice. And this would be perfect to complement with like online arbitrage deals, and like maybe tactical arbitrage. Have all three, or maybe it's up to you, of course. But for me, that this is something that I'll definitely think about come where are we now? June. It's not even far. Q3 is really where you got to prepare for Q4, all year round as well. So it's not even that far along. And again, if you're a newer seller and you want to be able to pick your products because you can only sell a handful of items at the moment, then this is a perfect fit for you. So let's quickly go over the pricing so you can see exactly what price it is for what. Now, as you may have not seen actually, is that different products have a different cost attributed to seeing that deal. So if we click this item, for example, you can see here, details hidden until purchase, buy now for 3 tokens. Yeah. So each product has a different amount of tokens to unlock, 1, 2, or 3, I believe. So it won't ever go above that 3. So if we look for another product, let's choose this one. I'm just trying to get a variance. Yeah, this is a 1 token product because the profit is down here. But again, come Q4, it's not so much an issue when you're maybe not 15%, but it's not too much of an issue going under 30% ROI, because you're able to get the sales velocity like this, complementing with Europe and Q4. All of those come together, and you can comfortably buy like 10, 15, 20 of these, and it would easily be gone. I mean, you could probably buy even more, but that's just an example. And still making you nearly £2 profit, so awesome. So let's go to the pricing, just so we can double check everything. So you can sign up completely for free, just to look and have a look at the have a look and feel of the database and the systems and all of that sort of side of things, just to decide if you really do want to, sort of go ahead and do this. Now, of course, I wouldn't ever necessarily recommend the most expensive one, because it's always good to sort of go for the medium one. And if you want to bump it up, then you bump it up after, but you don't just jump in straight away. It doesn't believe that there's a yearly payment or anything like that, so it's just by month to month, which to me I find is the best, because you want to keep you don't want to end up paying out too much in a bulk, because then that sort of your cash flow is hit instantly. Well, if it's drip feed or drip fed out, little by little, it doesn't have such a big impact on your cash and in your bank, so you don't find that you run out of money and now you can't find you can't source products. So the way it's done monthly is perfect, and it includes the VAT. So many of the softwares and services, they add on the VAT after, so it ends up being a bit more, but this is decent. So let's just do some examples. Let's say you've got 90 tokens. So per token is about, let's double check this. Yeah, 76p. So that means for each product lead, let's say let's say 2 is the average, of course it is. It's about £1.50. So in the instance of that Lego, you can unlock it for £1.50, and you only need to make one sale to cover the cost of that lead, really, and you actually start making money. So if you're buying 10 or 15 or 12 or whatever you do, you're pretty much making profit straight away from when you get it in and get it sold. Profit from the first sale, which is awesome. Of course, you can top up if you want, or carry over the months, and you don't feel like you're being rushed, which is the great thing. The thing I find about some of this, the software, for example, not software like FBA Wizard or Tactical Arbitrage, it's very difficult to judge how many people are also picking up that deal. So you might think it's a great deal and then find out the price crashes because everyone else has found it. Or it might be slightly different because you think you found something and you're not quite sure, because it's quite raw data when you do some sourcing, like mismatches. There's different sizes. With this, obviously, it's going to be triple checked by a virtual assistant, so you already know that that's perfect, and you know that it's limited to maximum of 10 people ever wanting this product. So any of these products with 0, you're the first person to get that lead. Yeah, and it doesn't mean it's not going to be, don't think it's going to be the best lead in the world. It's in you're the only seller forever, because of course, if it's been found by a virtual assistant here, then anyone that has a virtual assistant or is sourcing manually copy and pasting could potentially find it. But in terms of a service, the ability to see this is amazing, because you don't really know sometimes how many people are really buying that lead or even getting shown that lead. And of course, you can just judge. You can do your own judgment once you have done your analysis. And for me, this is definitely something I'm going to be getting in the next, in the following months. And that's be interesting to see how many leads. Let's have a quick look. So it looks like, these leads are coming in pretty much all the time, all day. You can see here 2 of 8 places. There's 8 places left. And so it will, you can go in here. You can see it looks like a really good buy at the moment. And it will give you a gauge of how popular a lead is as well. So if you can see here too, well, you might think, okay, well, maybe I don't want to go for the zeros because why aren't people buying it? Maybe you want to look for ones that have people that are buying it, and then you can sort of go off of their judgment in a way. If 2 people are buying it, well, they've clearly seen something in this product that I may not be able to see. And when you're getting, when you get deals sent through on softwares and softwares and other services, you may not have the confidence to buy something because you're not sure if if it's a good buy, or you might not read the data. You might not be as skilled as other people in reading the data, and you may have seen something that you thought it wasn't a good product, but now it actually is, and that's a good indicator to see that people are actually buying the product. You could look at this one, and maybe any ones that don't have buyers, you want to maybe stay away from. And it's just that's just an example of how this is going to be this is different to any of the other softwares or services out there, because it's sort of very, very personalized, and you can do a lot in different ways. I just think this is going to be a great addition to the Amazon online arbitrage market. Of course, I'll have an affiliate link if you really want to, if you want to use it, that'd be great. But if not, you can just go directly to their website, which is fasttrackfba.com, or you can use the affiliate link down below. It's up to you. I'm going to end the video there. I hope you had a good review and a good insight into my thoughts behind it. And why not go check it out yourself? Even just sign up for the free trial and have a little look at, see how many products there are. What have a little feel for the interface and the sort of the sort of buys and sells, the profits you could find. And then if you really want, go ahead and give it a go. And worst case, if you don't like it, you after 1 month can not stop it and then keep the tokens to use for up to 3 months. Anyway, have a great day. See you in about a week, because I'm off to Sweden to do my rafting. You're literally building a awesome raft and then living on it for like 4 days. It's going to be interesting. So have a nice week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.